Hey guys, Jim Edwards here, along with Stu Smith. Welcome to episode 64 of the Sales Copywriting Content Marketing Hacks podcast, continuing with the Quarantine from the Bunker episodes. This, when we look back on this 10 years from now, Stu, and people are listening to these podcast episodes and they're going, my God, these men were brilliant.
Way back in 2020.
Way back in the start of the 20s, in the roaring 20s. These guys were right on target, and they were smack dab in the middle of one of the biggest quarantines you've ever seen in your life, and they survived. And not only did they survive, they thrived, and they were reaching out to make humanity better on every level, emotionally, spiritually, financially, religiously, physically. These were true Renaissance men.
I like that. That's a good way to look at it.
I talk about writing your story in advance.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I want to talk about, though, I'm going to start with the little story real quick. This is a little game I like to play in the help desk. And what?
I just know where this is going when you get to the help desk.
It's a little game I like to play in the help desk. When people come in there and they're snippy and they're nasty and just plain rude and mean, is my daughter, at one time, both my daughters and my wife and my niece all worked for me at the same time and all worked in the help desk. And so when someone was nasty, they were being mean to my wife, to my daughters, or to my niece, who is like my daughter. And this is before when I was on medication that made me angry. And I would get pissed. They would not let me anywhere near the freaking help desk. Okay. Cause they're like, don't let Jim in the help desk. But then it would come time where you've heard, break glass in case of asshole. And it's like, if we need somebody to be nasty, and my wife does it to this day, it's like when she's just like, break glass. Okay, Jim, go get them. And so this is the game I would play. I would say, when they couldn't resolve their ticket, I would get in there and I would say, hey, this is Jim Edwards. And I just want you to know the person you're being nasty to is my wife. And so knowing that they would come back and say, oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't know that was your wife. I'm really sorry. And then my response would be to lower the hammer to say, it doesn't matter that it was my wife. It doesn't matter that it was my daughter. You should never talk to someone like that. And the fact that you're only sorry was because it was my wife or my daughter makes it doubly bad. And they're like, man. And, I tell that because you don't know who you're being snippy with. You don't know what kind of a day they're having. You don't know what their personal circumstances. I have somebody that works in the help desk for us now, really nice lady, works in the help desk and helps us. Part of the time she was working in the help desk for us when she first started, she was helping someone go through hospice. She had someone in her life that she was helping to die.
Yeah. And
being nasty to somebody, I mean, can you imagine the effect that would have on somebody? You don't know. Everybody's going through it too. It's like Stu tells me all the time, if I complain about a workout or something, he's like, yeah, that's a workout we were doing. In other words, if it hurt for you, so what? Everybody else is in pain too. It's like when we, this nothing compares to the BUDS training and stuff that you went through, but like a Go Ruck event or any type of event, if you're hurting, you pull your head up out of your own butt and look around and realize that everybody around you is hurting right now too. And they're not whining or whinging like a little bitch right now. And so there's no excuse for you to do it. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
I know that people are suffering. People are worried. They're losing their jobs. They're worried about catching something that's going to kill them. They're worried about bringing something into the house that might kill their parents.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody's dealing with that right now. So we got to be nice to people Well, I've talked a lot, Stu. What are your thoughts?
It's a funny thing. I've done 2 podcasts already today. And my first one was my tactical fitness report. And I bring on this other Navy SEAL guy named Jeff Nichols who comes on. And we had pretty much the same conversation, right? Because we were getting inundated with, I don't have a pool. I don't have a gym. What do I do? Right. And so no one else has it either. Right. And I've never had a gym membership. Now I do have a local community pool that I go to, which I don't have anymore. And I haven't been swimming for a couple of weeks now, but we're getting around it. We're doing other things. You have to get creative. You have to, we're trying to answer a question that, everybody is going through the same thing together. So let's get creative about it and try to solve a problem. Personal, because everybody has different levels of equipment and abilities and all that stuff. So it can go a variety of different ways. And we just gave them some ideas, from Home Depot sandbags to a piece of rope for a TRX, whatever.
Everybody's got gravity, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Do sets of 25 push-ups until your arms feel like they're going to fly out of the sockets, and then do knee push-ups.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
There are answers out there, but yes. And in the end, it was, we're all getting through this together. Let's be kind to each other. Let's help out your neighbor. I mean, because I tend to focus on the tactical profession world, which is your first responders, your EMTs, your firefighters, your police officers, your military, your special ops guys. And that mindset alone is, I am training to save my buddy. My buddy's life may depend on my fitness level.
Yeah.
My own life may depend on my fitness level. A person I'm trying to help across the street or in a swimming pool or in a lake may depend on my fitness level and abilities. So we are already in a mindset anyway of wanting to serve and wanting to be helpful, not being selfish, not being rude, and letting the stress and anxiety get to you such a level where you are not being an asset or not being very helpful to people. So that is how we tackled the exact same problem, with just not being helpful, not being an asset, being rude, etc.
Not being an asset. I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh, yeah.
Started with ass.
Yeah. Well, one thing I always try to say is, you want to be an asset, in your world. Not a liability where someone has to save you.
Right.
So anyway, you're already in that mindset anyway of being helpful. Let's don't be rude on top of it. And I think counterproductive.
The other thing about what you think about expands. And so if you're focused on kindness, if you're focused on patience, if you're focused on helpfulness, then that's what's going to expand in your world. You're not going to absorb the negativity of other people. You're not going to contribute negativity to other people. You are going to be a magnet for the positive stuff. And I really believe this. The old thought of what you think about expands. Our thoughts are things that go out into the universe and attract those same thoughts to us, because when it comes to thoughts, like attracts like. It's not opposites attract. It's like attracts like. If you're projecting out into the universe fear and negativity and lack and bitchiness, that's what you're going to get back. If you're projecting out hope and faith and helpfulness and kindness, that's exactly what's going to get attracted to you. And I think it starts in the home, because we're all stuck at home. If you're being nasty to your teammates at home, you're really slitting your own throat. Yeah. You need to practice being nice to your kids, to your spouse, to your parents, to whoever, the neighbor that got marooned at your house and now can't leave because he's in a no-fly zone. Whatever, whoever's there, y'all better make friends now. Be buddies. Take care of each other.
Yeah.
And look out for your neighbors and look out for the people around you, because this thing went from, hey, this is going to be a couple weeks, to now, hey, that was a couple of weeks. You hear my dogs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can eat them if I have to. I probably won't have to, but I could. So little Chihuahuas, man, they actually, did you know Chihuahuas originally bred as food by the Incas?
Really?
They bred the little dogs because they're easy, they're portable, they don't eat a whole lot, they can root around and get their own food, and then you turn them into chalupas when you're done.
Oh my God.
So what you
They're
gonna
about the
do?
size of a burrito.
Oh yeah, there's not much. I mean, that's like 4 quick wings.
So messed up.
I know. So this is part of that whole breakdown of society. I'm talking about eating my dogs with hot sauce.
Yes.
So the thing that you got to remember, though, is seriously, is take care of yourself, take care of the ones immediately around you, and then it's like concentric circles. You know, you got to take
Yep.
care of yourself, be kind to yourself, be kind to your teammates in the house, be kind to your teammates around you in the neighborhood, and then be kind to the people that you're interacting with online, because that's the right thing to do. And selfishly, if you're being kind, you will attract kindness to you. You're going to feel better.
Yep.
So if you want to think of it, being kind to others is the ultimate selfish act, if you want to look at it that way. And I think we'll all just be a lot better off. I mean, I'm worried about Stu. I've been worried about Stu for days. Haven't talked to him in like a week. I'm like, man, I wonder how Stu's doing. He down in his basement?
I'm good, man. Let me tell you, I am sucking up this quarantine life and working out in my carport. And
there you
go. With my son, not a whole bunch of people. Just my son and I are working out, which I'm really enjoying. And one other idea for you too is start making a list. It looks like we're going to be here for a while anyway. Let's start making a list. I've already started in my yard, getting ready for spring. I got a great to-do list for my business that I'm going to be working on, updating some ebooks and coming up with some new sections on my website. Just to kind of evolve a little bit.
Yeah.
But another thing too is, this is a great time to practice some discipline and some mental toughness. Maybe even, practice some meditation. My buddy Jeff, like I said, he's a SEAL Team 6 Navy SEAL guy. I mean, tough as nails. And he recommended this one guy who practices kindness and calmness in his meditations, and his name is Cornfield. Jack Cornfield, I think it is.
I don't know.
But anyway, he's Buddhist. Yeah, Jack Cornfield with a K.
Okay.
Cornfield with a K. So you're quarantined, so go to Cornfield. It'd make you a nicer person, right? Because he is all about. He's a Buddhist practitioner, and very, very kind. He's an author, and I'd highly recommend it. If you ever wanted to take up some meditation, go to YouTube and watch a video on meditation and check out Cornfield, and you'll learn some unique practice methods to do that and be a little mentally stronger after all this. Yeah, especially if anxiety is starting to get to you.
Yeah.
Because it has a way of starting to show itself, even if you're not, doing anything, it will start showing itself with, mainly with poor attitudes and and you're rude to other people. And so, usually it's some inner peace problems that are occurring when you are rude to a person at a help desk, because guess what? That help desk person is there to help you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's not there to screw you. That person isn't
not the trouble desk.
Isn't the person who caused all the problems.
Exactly. That's a great, yes.
They're there to help you.
It's not like you went to the trouble desk first and say, hey, can you create a pain in the ass for me so I can go be nasty to somebody at the help desk?
Yeah. Not many businesses have it set up so, they want to cause you pain.
Yeah, they purposely become a
things
pain
go
in
wrong.
the butt. Yeah.
Things go wrong and people can fix it. It may even be your problem that went wrong.
Ooh.
It may not even be theirs.
Yeah.
So be nice.
That's the one that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I want to compliment you because you're always like the adult. You're the calm adult in the room always, as opposed to myself. Because I was going to recommend people go play violent video games in order to deal with some stress.
No, you don't want to do that. I don't think that's very helpful.
It's probably not. I was going to try and sell my wife on that idea that it was okay for me to play Xbox.
Two sides of your central nervous system. You have the speed up side, we call the sympathetic nervous system, and you call the slow down side, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. And that parasympathetic nervous system is probably what you need to focus on the most when you are stressed out, when you are overtraining, or when you are being a jerk. You need to take a big deep breath,
cut down on the caffeine,
relax, get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Do some yoga, meditation, and you'll be a better person at the end of it.
And get some nookie.
that is actually engages the parasympathetic nervous system as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I like it. Anyway. So I think this is good. This is good. This is a good message. And I think we can end with that and just, everybody be nice to each other. We're in this together. It's kind of like people who criticize whatever president, any president we've ever had. The people that criticize the president is
at least
like
half the nation is.
It's criticizing. It's like being, and they want to look for somebody to mess up. It's like being a passenger on a plane and hoping that the pilot screws up.
You don't want the pilot to mess up.
You don't want that.
No.
And this is not a political thing. What we're also saying is that when you're looking at what's going on in your life, you're looking, being nasty, being mean to people is like wanting to cause a problem.
Yeah.
You want to be part of the solution. Be nice. Just be nice. Just be nice. And I heard a great line from Dr. Wayne Dyer. He wrote a great book called Push Your Own Buttons and other stuff. And one of his later works, he got real philosophical and stuff. And but he said, if you're faced with the choice to be right or to be kind, choose kindness. And that's always stuck with me.
That's a great way to end it too. I
great
like
marital
that.
advice.
I like that term. Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't try to win.
Yeah. Oh, hell, because you can't.
It's not even
no point. No point. Don't even try.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Honey. Now you're just agreeing with. No, honey, you're right. Then you're arguing about whether she's right or not.
Hey,
just you're right. All right, cool. Good job, Stu. This was fun.
Thank you very much. I always
look forward to our podcasts and meetings and stuff. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. So everybody, learn about box breathing. Big inhales, big exhales. You take 4 seconds in, hold for 4 seconds, 4 seconds out, hold for 4 seconds, 4 seconds in, hold for 4 seconds, 4 seconds out, hold for 4 seconds. You do that for a couple of minutes, it'll bring you back down into a more relaxed state.
I like it.
Box breathing. Sweet. I didn't make it up. You can Google it.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Talk to you guys soon. Everybody have a great day. Head on over to the Sales Copywriting Content Marketing Hacks group on Facebook if you're not already a member. If you don't have a copy of Copywriting Secrets, you need one. And now's a hell of a good time to actually read the book. So get a free copy at copywritingsecrets.com. And we will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.